Now, your forecast first, sponsored by ShermansNow.com. You still have 1 hour to shop. Order by 10 p.m. and get it tomorrow.
Good evening. I'm your local weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates. Skies are starting to cloud up a little bit. Temps are sitting in the upper 30s and normal. It's 39 degrees. Good shot on our Dr. Lawrence Lee camera. Here in Peoria, a little bit warmer, 42 degrees in Peru, LaSalle. Galesburg is at 41. Temperatures are going to start leveling off here as the clouds begin to increase. Tomorrow, rain returns, unfortunately, maybe a thunderstorm or two. It's also going to be just a touch cooler. Temps holding in the upper 40s. But keep the rain gear handy. You're going to need it over the next couple of days. We'll have that forecast coming up. WYZZ News at 9 starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for this special night of election coverage. I'm Eugene Daniel.
And I'm Rebecca Brumfield. Polls are closed, and right now ballots are being counted.
A number of decisions are being made tonight, and these are the people who will be representing their respective parties in the battle to represent you in November.
And perhaps one of the most closely watched results are those for the Democratic nomination for president.
So let's go ahead and take a look. The AP tonight has already called it for former Vice President Joe Biden over Bernie Sanders. Right now, with only 51% of the precincts reporting. However, again, the AP has called that. And since he has won, and the winner of this Democratic primary overall will go on to face President Donald Trump in November. Tonight, the AP also calling the race for him and saying that he has enough delegates to represent the Republican Party in the general election.
Well, 5 people are in the race to unseat Senator Dick Durbin. Durbin was elected to the Senate in 1996. Casey Schlebeck, Mark Curran, Peggy Hubbard, Marshall Roberts, and Tom Tarter are running for the Republican nomination. And as you can see there, 51% of precincts are reporting Mark Curran with 43%. And then we have Tom Tarter and Casey Schlebeck coming in with 14 and 6%. Again, that is 51% of precincts reporting. Well, another uncontested race in the general election in Peoria County has included a hard-fought primary campaign. 2 Democrats are running for Peoria County State's Attorney.
Yeah, State's Attorney Jerry Brady died last year, and when that happened, Peoria County board members chose Jody Hughes to fill that role. The former judge wants to keep that job as well. She was a judge in the 10th Circuit Court and was once an assistant state's attorney. Her challenger also was once an assistant state's attorney. Peoria native Chris McCall, a defense attorney in the area. And the Peoria native says he wants to help curb gun violence issues in the county by adding in some preventative measures with local youth, working with school districts. And tonight, again, those two are going at each other for the Democratic nomination for Peoria County State's Attorney, which is unopposed. And as the numbers look right now, 17% of the precincts reporting Jody Hughes has 65% of the vote to Chris McCall's 35%. But again, there is a long night ahead with only 70 precincts reporting in that race.
Well, in Peoria County, Rachel Parker and Gabe McLeod are vying to fill the role of Peoria County Clerk for the next 2 years.
And Parker was also appointed after the death of longtime County Clerk Steve Sonemaker, and he died last June. She says she's been learning more and more about the office over the last few months and hopes to continue in that role. McLeod has worked in the clerk's office for 12 years and says he has experience in protecting community records and in using technology to streamline the process. He believes those things make him the best candidate. So how are you voting tonight? Again, with 17 precincts reporting, Rachel Parker 60% over Gabe McLeod. At this point, just over roughly 1,900 votes that have come in at this point. But again, a long night ahead. 2-year term in that race. In Tazewell County, current auditor Shelly Harenka is battling for the Republican nomination against former county board member Brett Grimm. Harenka has been the auditor since 2016, and the former board member Grimm says he has the extensive experience in management that is needed to do that job as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at those numbers. Right now, with 39% of precincts reporting Brett Grimm, 61% of the vote in Tazewell County over Shelly Harenka's 39%, with roughly 60% of the precincts left remaining in that race.
Well, for the second year, realtor Bill Faywell is hoping to unseat Congresswoman Sherry Bustos, but he's got a challenger of his own. Lawyer Esther Joy King is going up against Faywell for that nomination. In the 2018 election, Faywell garnered nearly 38% of that vote. And he's right back in that 30% range with 34%. Currently, that's with 47% of precincts reporting Esther Joy King pulling in over 11,000 votes to gain 66% over Faywell.
And the winner of that race, of course, would go against incumbent Cheri Bustos on the Democratic side. In the 105th district, longtime Republican Dan Brady is again facing against Realtor David Paul Blumenshine for that nomination. This to represent the people in Normal. Blumenshine is calling himself the real fiscal conservative. Meanwhile, Brady has been elected by voters to the House 10 times since 2001. And here are the early numbers. Right now, with only 5% of precincts, and at this point, Dan Brady with 80% of the vote. But again, that's just shy of 500 votes that have been counted at this point in the 105th district. We will continue to see what happens there. The winner tonight will go on to face Kimberly Cummings in the general elections. Cummings is a Democrat who is currently on the Normal Town Council. And the woman who was narrowly defeated by incumbent Congressman Rodney Davis in the 13th Congressional District just 2 years ago, this year finds herself primaried by someone within that district for the Democratic nomination. Betsy Dirksen Londrigan got 49.6% of the vote just 2 years ago against Congressman Rodney Davis, and now she's going against human rights advocate Stephanie Smith for the Democratic nominee. It looks at this point that Londrigan is running away with this race with 39% of the precincts reporting. Hasn't been called yet, but 78%, 22,000 votes in favor of Betsy Dirksen Londrigan. And compared to 22% for Stephanie Smith at this time.
Well, current McLean County Auditor Michelle Anderson and Tricia Malott are hoping, both of them are hoping to get the Republican nomination for that seat, but only one will come out victorious tonight. Right now, we are seeing that this is kind of a close race with 52% of the precincts reporting. Michelle Anderson just 10% ahead of Tricia Malott. She's pulling in just over 4,000 votes from McLean County. This is again for the Republican auditor position, 55% to Michelle Anderson.
And in other news, across the state, voting, the votes have, the amount of people who have voted has actually dropped projectedly tonight due to COVID-19, and Illinois has seen its first death related to the illness. Tonight, Governor J.B. Pritzker mentioning that.
Absolutely. You know, he was talking about that. This was an elderly woman who was living in Chicago. Now, the Department of Public Health reports right now that there are 160 positive cases across the state. That's 55 more than we saw just yesterday. That also includes 2 new cases in Peoria. The governor said he will not overstep his authority during the crisis, urging the federal government to do more.
I've requested, and now I'm demanding, that the White House, the FDA, and the CDC produce a rapid increase in test deployment nationwide, or get out of the way and allow us to obtain them elsewhere ourselves.
The city of Peoria is issuing a disaster declaration tomorrow, as well as Tazewell County and Woodford County. That means the city in Peoria will be reimbursed for the costs incurred by planning and preparing to fight COVID-19. City leaders also say that no one will be allowed inside city. Buildings and services will be handled via mail, via phone, or email.
The declaration is a mechanism to reimburse the cost incurred for the planning, preparation, and fight against COVID-19. It also helps with the costs for recovery and rehabilitation. It allows our organizations to assess how we provide services during this time and make changes if necessary.
Also, the director of the Illinois Funeral Directors Association said you should cancel gatherings with 10 or more people. This includes funeral services, visitations, and graveside services. He says funeral homes will try to work with families, adding if you have a small gathering now, you may be able to have a larger memorial service in the future. Well, when we come back, we'll continue to update you as votes come in tonight. Here's a look at some of the other races that are taking place throughout Central Illinois.
Now, your local Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates.
Well, it was a beautiful day, and hard to believe that tomorrow we're going to deal with a good deal of rainfall, and that's going to be the story for the next couple of days. Pretty quiet now. Good looking view over downtown from our Goods Furniture camera. The temperature's 42, which as the clouds move in, temperature's going to start to level off around 40. Wind is out of the south now at 5 miles per hour. Region-wide, we have a mixed bag of temps, upper 30s to low 40s now throughout the region. Clouds continuing to increase, and while there are a few returns to our north, none of that rain is actually reaching the ground due to some of the drier air near the surface. But you can see where all the showers and thunderstorms are down near Oklahoma, pushing northward now into Kansas, and that is the blob of rain that is going to be heading our way by the time we get into tomorrow morning. So surface map takes this front northward as we head through tonight. Scattered rain showers, thunderstorms developing tomorrow, most of which is going to fall through about tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon. Then we'll have a little bit of a break, but we'll still be sopped in with clouds, perhaps some fog and drizzle tomorrow night before more showers and storms roll in on Thursday. Future Track, I think, is doing a good job at advertising all of this. Overcast skies tonight, and while a stray shower is possible west of the Illinois River prior to 7 a.m., most of that is going to hold off until afterwards, and then rain moves from west to east tomorrow morning. Lows tonight for the vast majority of the area, sitting in the upper 30s to near 40, Peoria 39, and temps holding steady in areas like Bloomington for the rest of tonight. Tomorrow, rain moves in, could be moderate to heavy at times, maybe a few rumbles of thunder as well, but the overall risk of any widespread strong thunderstorms is very low for tomorrow. Rain begins to clear out heading into tomorrow afternoon and evening, but notice the cloud cover is not going anywhere. That is going to stick with us through tomorrow night. Highs with the rain moving in, the cloud cover, we're going to have a hard time warming up, so temps will only reach the mid to upper 40s at best in central Illinois. Things get a little more interesting on Thursday. Warm front pushes northward. That's going to send our temperatures back into the upper 60s to near 70. We'll get a good line of thunderstorms coming in the morning, followed by a chance for some stronger storms heading into the evening, because we're going to have dew points, that moisture near the surface, climbing into the 60s. All that moisture pulling in from the the Gulf of Mexico. Strong jet stream winds up to about 35,000 feet, providing us with some wind shear. So now this could be our first opportunity of seeing some pretty good spring storms in the region, but still the greatest risk of any organized severe weather, that remains well to the south of us, but some strong gusty storms with maybe some hail and heavy rain. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility, especially Thursday evening in the form of a broken line of storms ahead of the cold front. There's the extended forecast. Prepare for more rain through Thursday. Colder temperatures return after, with highs in the 30s by Saturday. Rebecca?
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, when we come back, Illinois colleges keeping students away for the rest of the semester, how the move is affecting students. And also, here's a look at some of the primary election races we're following tonight.
You're watching a special election night edition of WYZZ News.
Illinois State University announcing today students will only be doing online courses for the remainder of the semester. President Larry Dietz says the measure is to make sure people are following guidelines surrounding social distancing. For students who are not able to go home during this time, Watterson Dining Commons will remain open, but will only be providing to-go meals. At this point, graduation ceremonies haven't been affected, but leaders say that could change.
We've been thinking about and trying to explore different options. We've been thinking about that for a while, realizing that there's a distinct possibility that this could have an impact on that. So we don't have that finalized information at this point, so we'll be communicating that as we know more.
The University of Illinois is also going online for the rest of its semester.
And Twin Cities schools may be closed, but 5 schools in Unit 5 are offering meals to anyone under the age of 18. Anytime this week from 9 o'clock in the morning until 11, the schools will provide breakfast, lunch, and some school supplies to kids to help keep learning while they're at home. Now, this transition isn't only tough for students, it's also tough for teachers.
Some of these kids they're home away from home 5 days a week, and it's comforting for us too. This isn't something as teachers and educators we were prepared for. We look forward to seeing our kids every day, so having them come in is peace of mind for us just as much as I hope it is for them.
Next week is the district spring break, and right now they won't be providing meals, but leaders say this could change in the future. You want to find those schools, just head to our website, ciproud.com.
A Peoria pharmacy is creating its own hand sanitizer as demand increases. Prexshot Compounding Pharmacy has been cleared by the Department of Public Health to sell its own brand of sanitizer while commercial brands are low on supply. Owner Corey Dolan says the pharmacy uses a special FDA formula approved by the World Health Organization to ensure it's safe and effective.
When we come back, we'll continue to update you as votes are counted throughout the night. Here's a look at more of those races that we're following in Central Illinois.
You're watching a special election night edition of WYZZ News.
Again, thanks for joining us tonight as we are following your local elections. Joining me tonight is Megan Remmel, Assistant Professor of Political Science at Bradley University. Thank you so much for being with us throughout the night for this election. I want to talk right now about COVID-19 and the impact that it's had on voter turnout. What are we seeing so far?
Estimates show that voter turnout's down anywhere from probably 40 to 45%, which is massive. In other places that went today, for Florida, for instance, where results are largely in, their voter turnout seems to have been offset by a really pronounced vote by mail campaign that they had this time around. But I don't think Illinois had that same sort of push, and as a result, we have substantially lower voter turnout this time around.
Governor Pritzker said it today. He doesn't have the legal authority to be able to change the date like that. But in terms of the questions that this now raises for the future, I mean, we have several primaries that were pushed back in other states. We still have to go through election, and that's not even counting November, because we really don't know how long this entire pandemic situation will last. What other questions does it raise when it comes to our election process?
So I think this raises a number of questions about accessibility for voting. So Illinois is actually on the more accessible side in terms of having vote by mail options and no excuse absentee voting and early voting. But there's a number of states, so 22 states, I believe, that don't have no excuse absentee voting. So that's going to need to be hopefully changed by November. We are going to have issues even if we were to switch by vote by mail, because you still have to have precincts that are open for people who have changed at the last minute. So I'm glad we have 8 months of lead time, but we're going to need to use that pretty significantly to ensure that we have a smoother general election in 2020 and then into the off-year elections next year.
I mean, that's not even a count. I mean, if everyone were to do mail-in ballots, then you're talking about, what about communities where people move around all the time, and now they're not really able. I think you kind of see that in states like Colorado.
Yeah, and in states that have these vote by mail operations, they do still have precincts that are open, but that does still mean that you need transportation to get to those precincts. So there's still things that need to be worked out to accommodate those challenges.
All right, so the impact again from COVID-19 being felt in our Illinois elections today. Dr. Remmel, thank you so much.
Sure.
All right.
Well, the coronavirus is complicating plans for campaigns who were hoping to throw big parties tonight. Republican Mary Miller, who is running to replace John Shimkus, changed her plans. She's now hanging out with her friends and family in a church basement. She's running against Vermilion County Treasurer Darren Duncan and Dr. Chuck Ellington. Mark Maxwell is live from Miller's event. Mark, what's the scene like there?
Hi guys, good evening. Yeah, we're coming to you live from the church, the hometown church for Mary Miller, where just a few moments ago the basement erupted in applause. That's because Mary Miller got a phone call from Darren Duncan, the treasurer who's running against her. He's conceding this race. That's the breaking news just in the last few moments here. We're actually still waiting for Mary Miller, the candidate, and her husband themselves to arrive on scene. But as you mentioned, the coronavirus concerns shrinking their crowd size a bit, but not dampening the mood. They're still in a full celebration downstairs. This being a very Republican district, 71% supporting President Trump in 2016 and the Republican incumbent in 2018. They hope that support stays strong through this next election in 2020 that can carry Mary Miller, the winner of the primary race tonight, into a general election victory in November. She got big House Freedom Caucus endorsements from Congressman Jim Jordan and from conservative U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, both of those big household Republican names carrying her across the finish line. So again, we hope to see from the candidate herself, Mary Miller, here in her hometown church in Oakland in a matter of moments.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. Well, voters in Marshall County tonight deciding who will run for state's attorney.
Yeah, current state's attorney Paul Bauer is facing challenger Donald Nucky for the Republican nomination. Here's a look at that right now at what 100 precincts reporting. It looks like Bauer is going to remain in that role at this point for Marshall County state's attorney, at least representing the Republicans, I should say, within the primary.
Well, Livingston County Coroner Danny Watson is facing against a primary challenger. Julie Runyon, a supporter of Watson in previous elections, has had a decades-long career as a nurse, and they are going head-to-head tonight with 91% of precincts reporting and still head-to-head with 50%. Both of them 6 votes separating Julie Runyon and Daniel Watson.
Just 6 votes there. That's amazing. Okay.
Also, Livingston County voters asked today whether to change a property tax law. Leaders were asking whether to limit the increase on property taxes should be raised by 0.025%. They say that money would go to support senior citizens' social services, and it looks like the county there voting majority no. That's 91% of precincts reporting just over 2,500 people casting no ballots there.
And Livingston County voters living in Pontiac are being asked if the city should raise sales taxes by 1%. The idea would be to support property tax relief and public infrastructure. Well, with 100 precincts reporting, the answer in the public, no, 56% turning that option down.
Well, when we come back, we take a look at another race for the Democratic nomination. Here's a look at some of the other races we're continuing to follow tonight.